You drive me crazy like no one else. The final moment before I lose myself. And it's no use working 9 to 5 if you want more than to stay alive. So come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh, so come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh, the morning light. Oh, I just wanna be your Superman. Come fly with me, just take my hand. And now that we are cruising in mid-flight, you better watch out for the kryptonite. So come on over, we can make it through, make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do, just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night, we're dancing. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh, so come on over, we can make it through, make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do, what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh. As we look up at the
Hey everybody, welcome to the show. I am your host, Robert, aka The Tall Man. This is my lovely co-host and wife, Miss Lisa, aka Mrs. Tall Man. Not that anyone ever calls her that. We are literally coming to you live right now from our cabin here in the Yacht Club on the MSC Divina. If you were watching the highlights, you saw we were in Aruba today, and it was mostly a beautiful day.
Yeah.
And had a fantastic time. If you are already part of the Tall Man Clan, thank you so much for being here time and time again. If you're new, do us a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, become part of the Tall Man Clan. It is free to you, costs you absolutely nothing, and it really does help out the channel. And if you love cruising, well, maybe you found the right place because we broadcast live every night we're on a ship, and when we're not on ships, we still broadcast at least live once a week, but put up all kinds of content, reviews of ships, tips and tricks, and all that fun stuff. So there you go. There's your PSA. Second PSA. If you want to know something about the MSC Divina, we're going to be here another 5 days. Ask in the chat. If we don't know the answer, we'll take a note and we will find the answer for you and bring it to you tomorrow night. If you are watching the replay, well, then guess what? Leave a comment, because we do answer all of our comments as well. All right? So I guess that's about it. Shall we get to our favorite thing?
Let's do it.
Balcony cam! And thank you very much for the thumbs up.
Yes, thank you all. We really do appreciate it. Thank you.
Chocolate on my buttons.
Oh, no.
I got chocolatey buttons now.
Oh, no.
That literally is a live look right outside from our balcony here on deck 15 on the MSC Divina. And so we're not plugging a feed from somewhere else. That is our camera hanging outside over the side of the ship. And it is blowing hard again. We'll get to that in a little bit. So I know a lot of you are probably here to see deck 7 tonight, so we're going to get to that in just a second. I just want to say hello to some people.
Oh,
From
yeah.
Macrina, howdy ho!
Hi.
Mama Tall Man in the house.
Hi.
Aruba, my favorite island. Hope you got to enjoy it today. We did just a little bit. We'll talk about that more in a bit. Bev, happy Monday. Oops, that's Tuesday. Where's Tuesday? Tuesday? We need Tuesday.
We haven't seen Tuesday in days.
I know. Tuesday.
Yeah, more than 2 days.
Roderick
Tuesday.
says, hello, Robert and Lisa. I hope the two of you are having a super good time. We're going on the Carnival Liberty this weekend on a 14-day Panama Canal in Southern Caribbean too.
Oh,
Wow.
that's awesome.
Fantastic. We love the long cruises.
Yeah.
Absolutely love them.
Yeah.
Macrina's dancing to the song. Tonio says he came prepared tonight. He's got chocolate turtle pie and birthday cake.
Ooh.
Yeah, we got a variety of stuff. I had this
That sounds yummy.
chocolate covered Rice Krispies, something or other I've already eaten. We got a couple chocolate covered strawberries, got a macaroon there. Let's see, our guy Gushti brought us some chips and left us these, I don't even know what those chocolate,
Some kind of chocolates.
chocolate heaven in a box is what that is.
This whole cruise has been chocolate heaven.
Chocolate heaven in a box.
Man, covered in chocolate.
Shane Nordgren. Hey guys, good to see you. Good to see you as well. And please forgive me if I don't remember, but I don't remember you being in our chat before, so welcome to the Tall Man Clan. And if you have been, forgive me, it's the Mad Cow.
We both have it, because I don't remember you. Welcome to the channel.
Macrina says, hey, the Horizon. Yeah, it was parked just in front of us there when we were in port today, so I figured I'd get a little shot for you guys. And Antonio says, you played that song, our sort of theme song, right before, at the end of our stream last night, because we didn't have highlights. Yeah. And he goes, that song was stuck in my head all night long. Literally until the morning light, right? Good evening, Gina, Mamie Radar. Hello to you in New Mexico. And Tom, what's up, guys? How you doing tonight? All right, so that's it for the hellos. Let's get to deck 7 so we can get to the rest of the fun stuff, shall we?
Let's do it.
Deck 7. Hey, everybody. Today, Lisa and I, we're on the MSC Divina. We're on deck 7, or the Apollo deck, and we are all the way in the back of the ship. Here's your elevators and stairs. And we're going to give you a tour of this deck and everything that we can see. There's an outside area to deck 7, but we'll cover that in a different video. So there's a club back here. As you can see, it's called Club Black White. And we'll stay to the right. Under this space, everybody. I just can't get over what this ship looks like being an older ship. There's your stage right there. There's potential dance floor right here. Your bar is over here. Your Club Black and White. On the complete other side now. You know, a little seat out here if you're waiting to get in. Okay. By the way, there are these digital boards all over the place. If you have questions, you don't want to use your app on your phone, you can come out here to these digital boards. Men's, women, and accessible. Here's your butcher's cut. This is a specialty steak restaurant here on MSC ships. Butcher's Cut. If you're looking for a heck of a steak and a nice meal, this is one of the specialty restaurants. Some seating here. Use the wine cabinets, sort of is, I guess you'd call it artwork. They're built into the wall. The kitchen is open to the rest of the restaurant here. You see there's also another entrance over here / exit, but the main one where you would come in is right where we came in at. Okay? Butcher's Cut. This is right where you'd come in. Let's continue. If you forgot your camera or if you want a different camera, you can pick up GoPros. They got 13 black here. Not sure if they have any other model, but they do have the 13 black and a few accessories that you can get to go with it. So we're in our photo area. You can look them up here by these little kiosks. It's called the Photo Butler. There's also usually somebody behind this counter. You have the hours posted. These are actually boards that open up, you know, the old school boards that you slide pictures into. So this area will have some of those in there as well. Same with all of these. So during the day, these are all open and the pictures are in there. Okay. Moving forward, La Cantina di Biacco, right? Cappuccino machine, like I said, everywhere. It's also a bar. Nice place to come out and hang out. You can also have a grand piano sitting back there for a little bit of entertainment. We're getting closer to the midship, so there's an elevator there, but on the other side there's the rest of this elevator bank, which I'm calling this the aft midship, right? So there's 4 elevator banks, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is sort of the aft midship set of elevators. In the center atrium area again, we've already seen deck 5 and deck 6. See how it opens all up there. Now here is your MSC merchandise shop. So all things MSC logoed are in there. Of course, it's closed now, but we will get you some videos when they're open. There's Legos in there. I mean, there's all kinds of things in there. See, with a looks like a Monopoly set too. So, and of course, here's another bar / coffee shop. It's Cafe Italia. I think this is meant to be more of a coffee shop, actually. But it's also a regular full-fledged bar. You can see all the alcohol behind the cage doors there. Love the wood paneling. Just, really, it's beautiful decor, guys. This is called the Golden Bar or the Golden Club. There's a bar here. There's your sound and booth. There's also a setup for band. Okay, a little dance floor. And we'll keep on to the right here. Men's and ladies' room right there. Great sculpture. Elevators and stairs. Those were your forward, mid elevators and stairs. This is the La Luna piano bar. Each area is very well themed. There's the stairs that lead right down into the casino that I mentioned when we were in the casino. Now we're right up here at the front of the ship, about to go into the theater. You just washed the floor up here too, so be careful. It's very slick, very slippery. There's no ramp here, so if you have accessibility challenges, you are going to want to enter from the deck 6 area, not up here on deck 7. But you can see here's the balcony. And just like downstairs, there's really no sight issues. There are 2 columns here, but the way they are and the way they're situated, this isn't going to block any views except for probably these couple of chairs on either side. But outside of that, there's not an obstruction anywhere in this theater. Is that not awesome? Absolutely awesome. I even like sort of their protective railings. They're all glass. You do have the bars here, but outside of right here, everything else is glass. Up there, it's all glass on those tiers up there, so there's no sight issues. And the only bars right here. We're going to duck underneath this cabling so we can get to the other side. Yeah, just awesome. We'll let you know how the production shows are. Time to circle around and head back down the other side. Right here is the men's room, which is also handicapped accessible, which is right next to the forward elevators and stairs. Again, we're on the other side of the piano bar. You know, just love these large seating areas. Again, what we're calling the forward midship elevators and stairs. Here's the Golden Jazz Bar again. Excuse me. Good morning. Here is your sports bar. And the sports bar has a bowling alley in it. Right? Look at that. So, it's more like Candlepin. Right, with the small balls, right? So if you want to bowl, you can bowl. Like a little Vespa, little scooter. It's again your sports bar. You can get in from that end or from here, but since we came in here, I'm gonna make sure we don't miss anything, so we're gonna go back out the same way we came in. Unfortunately, we can't continue that way. So forces us to go to the left. So if we'd gone out the backside there, we would have been able to continue, but I chose to come back out the same door I went in. That's okay. It's just going to lead us to right here. So we'll just circle around to the other side here. All right, there we go. All right, you can see the bowling alley down there. So this is the exit from the other side. Perfume shop. So if you forgot your fragrance or ran out, you can get all the top brands here. Dior, Chanel, Lancome, get them all in here. The atrium. Love it. Love it, love it. Your aft, midship, elevators and stairs, men's room, and handicapped accessible. There's also one more elevator on this side. That's just a mirror. You can't cut through. So again, your aft, midship, elevators and stairs. Four elevator banks in the ship. So this is the other side of the bar that's just outside of Butcher's Cut. If you remember when we came in the other door, we showed you this area as well. We walked all the way through. So instead of cutting through, we're going to stay in the main public areas, not cut through the restaurant. Because if you're not eating in Butcher's Cut, this would be the way that you have to go. And to be honest, the main entrance for the Butcher's Cut, I believe, is again over here, which we already showed you earlier in this video. In the photo area. Again, we've already seen all of this. Basically, we're heading back to that club that's in the back. We are the black and white club here. Well, we'll go this way. Because technically, this is exactly where we started. Right? Now, this says crew stair. So this is what I'm interested in seeing. So there was that door in Butcher's Cut. But where did it lead to? Because it didn't connect back here, did it? So we're going to backtrack. Because I want to see where that door came out. And if I'm guessing it's right here. So if we went in the door that was on the far side there, right, it comes out here. So you can't continue straight. Does that make sense, everybody? Right? So you're walking on the other side of the ship and you saw that entrance right there to the butcher's cut. The only exit is right where we just came in there. So we can't stay to the right of the ship right here. There's a kitchen back here, okay, for the butcher's cut. So we end up having to come out this way. Now again, it doesn't really matter unless you're eating in the butcher's cut, but if you're walking in the public spaces, no, on deck 7, when you get to that butcher's cut door, you got to make a left to come to this side of the ship to get all the way back to the club here, the Black and White Club. Right, there's an entrance. But if you remember, we started on this side of the ship. And we went into the Black and White Club right here. Okay, so that's it. And again, there's nothing back here from, right? You can't cut through the butcher's cut. So here you are. So let us know what your favorite area of this deck is, deck 7. I know what mine is. Let us know if you've been on the Divina before in the comments below. Until we see you on another deck or another ship, be safe. Well, there you go, everybody. There was your deck 7. Again, do us a huge favor. There's like 20, 30, almost 30 people watching and only 13 thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe. Become part of the Tall Man Clan. It is free to you and costs you nothing. Free is nothing. And it really does help us out. We appreciate it.
And thank you for everyone who already has hit the thumbs up. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Anyway, all right. So, Aruba. We'll talk about Aruba here in just a second. Then we have a bunch more comments that came in here. So,
okay.
Wrestler Mania. Well, hello, you two. Always an entertaining time. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much. And thank you for that thumbs up that just came in.
Thank you. Yes.
Bring that down there. Wrestler Mania says, who needs a digital information board when you have a reliable personal butler? and Gushti is reliable.
Gushti's awesome.
For those joining late who don't know, we are actually up in the yacht club here on the MSC Divina. And when you're part of the yacht club, you have a butler. Mm-hmm. And it's been a bit of a adjustment for us, to say the least.
It has, because we are so capable and used to doing things ourselves, to actually turn that over to somebody else and let them, carry our drinks and, whatever.
Not even just carrying your drinks. If you want a drink, you got to call them.
Yes. But it's wonderful. Oh, let me tell you.
Drinks.
We have adjusted. We are so spoiled now.
6'4", drink. All right. Macrina says, hey, does MSC have a spirit jersey? I don't know, but Lisa already took a note on that. We will find out. I'm not sure we'll get a chance to tell you tomorrow because we're in port tomorrow. We're in Curacao, so the stores will be closed. And by the time they empty, we're like full-blown into getting ready for show, so I'm not sure we'll have a chance, but we'll look. We got another 5 days here.
We'll find out.
How neat to have a bowling alley. I know.
Yeah.
In the sports bar, nonetheless, too. It's kind of cool.
Perfect place for it.
Wrestler Mania says that is one large deck with small balls in the sports bar. He's talking about bowling. Yeah, up north, it's called Candlepin. Unlike most bowling that we're used to seeing, even on TV and stuff, you got the giant ball with the 3 holes, and you throw, and the pins are shorter and fatter. Candlepin, they're taller and skinnier, and you get to throw 3 balls. It's a little bit different. Yep. Roderick says, nice tour of Deck 7. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
A must-try MSC. Yeah, you must. Absolutely. We think so. I mean, it's our opinion. I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've had a fantastic time. I mean, forget about the yacht club. First of all, this has just been amazing. But we've sailed 5 other times on different MSC ships before springing for the yacht club. And we've just, I mean, literally had a fantastic time.
Every time.
Yeah, absolutely. Every time.
Yeah.
Macrina says, or you can call it duck pin. Yes.
duck pen. Okay.
So yeah, we recommend it to everybody, right? So especially, people who've cruised on either Carnival or Royal or NCL. It's incredibly comparable, except in our opinion, the food is better, the service is better, the entertainment about the same. I would say Royal Caribbean in their big, massive productions, because they're doing Broadway shows, that takes the cake. I mean, that is just
their shows are
amazing.
They really are.
But the shows are pretty good here.
Yeah.
So are the artists that meaning the solos, the duos, the trios. There's a little salsa band playing the other night. They were doing pretty good. It was just a duo, but they were cranking it pretty good. So
yeah, but we've talked several times about how since COVID things have changed and cruising does not seem to be the same. But MSC didn't really change.
No, I would say not. Of course, we don't know because we weren't on
we
before.
weren't on them before.
But
it feels
doesn't seem
a lot
like it.
like cruising used to feel to me.
Yeah,
it really does.
Yeah, I agree.
And with the price being most often even less
it's amazing.
than the other cruise lines, how can you say no?
We need a snack break. These things are melting.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
It is warm today.
More chocolate covered strawberries. When we cracked the door open to put balcony cam out, all the windows up here in our cabin fogged up.
They did. I had to move his microphone because I couldn't even hear him in my my headset. Oh my goodness. They're chocolate covered strawberries. They're chocolate covered apples. They had chocolate covered orange peels up there today.
That's so darn good.
I know, it's really
it's
good.
that Venchi chocolate.
It is.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
Venchi chocolate.
It is really good.
Oh, went the wrong way again.
Welcome back today, Lisa.
Sorry, went the wrong way again. Up, down, forward, backwards. I don't know which way I'm going. Valerie says, hello, everyone. I am always looking forward to your lives every night. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, we get into this groove, because we go from cruise to cruise to cruise, 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 cruise. But, January 1, we go back to work. You all will start having withdrawals.
As do we.
Because we stream every single night, bringing you different parts of the ships that we're on. Because when we're done with this ship, we still have the Utopia to get on. We're doing a back-to-back, so we'll be on the Utopia for 7 days, and then we're doing the Enchantment of the Seas out of Tampa right after that. So there'll be, and that's a short one. That's only a 4-day. So anyway, LOL, 10 pounds later. Oh my gosh.
Man, easily.
Yeah, probably.
Easily.
We actually had lunch in the Yacht Club restaurant today when we were done videoing the ship.
We did.
So we didn't spend as much time in Aruba as we would have liked to, but we've also been sort of taking it easy the first 4 days, and ultimately we did need to video the rest of the ship, so port days is when we do that. And so, but we spent a couple hours in Aruba.
We did.
Yeah.
We did a lot of walking around
Yeah,
Aruba.
we did. So the 10 pounds, Macrina, we're walking it off.
We are.
We are, without a doubt. Without a doubt. So let's go back there. So, so we had lunch in the Yacht Club. There was only a couple of people in there. It was very quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a decent menu. They have hamburgers on there, too, for if you've got kids and you just want a hamburger, and Caesar salad, and had great desserts. They had a strawberry or a chocolate sundae, which I posted the picture of that up on Facebook. So if you are not already part of our Facebook group, just go to YouTube, go to Facebook, Mad Cow, and just search Tall Man's Cruise Adventures, and you'll find our Facebook group there. It'll ask you for 2 questions. I mean, it's a public group, but you got to answer the 2 questions or it'll decline your entry. What was your first cruise is number 1. If you haven't cruised before, just write the word none. Get to the next question, which is adhering to the group rules, which is simply be nice to everybody, right? We're not going to get all uppity in there. Just nice. It's cruise talk. And no spamming, okay? So there's those rules. All right, by the way, Roderick says, love those chocolate-covered strawberries.
Oh, my gosh, they're so good.
Oh, my, yeah. We still have, chocolate splendor in a box, whatever I was calling it.
Yeah. Oh, chocolate overload.
right?
Yes.
Antonio's like, I know, I've missed about two weeks of my shows watching your live streams.
Oh no.
Why? Thank you, Antonio. We
Yes, thank you.
appreciate
We
that.
do.
That we take precedence over the shows.
Yes.
Well, we feel this is sort of a show. We at least try to treat it that way. Some different graphics and things. Not a lot of people do highlights of ships live, and we're, I think, the only ones who really do that the way that we do it.
You mean tours?
Tours.
We
yeah,
do,
we review
everybody
ships.
does highlights. We do tours.
Sorry, but we also do highlights too.
We do.
At the beginning, almost every show.
Yeah.
So. Let's just talk weather getting into Aruba, and then we'll go through that. As you saw us from the highlights, if you were with us at the very beginning, it has been a very stormy few days. We left Miami, had a day at sea. That day wasn't too bad.
Right.
Wasn't very rough. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
And then the next day was in Jamaica, and that was just, it started raining in the middle of the night. And then it just carried through all day in Jamaica. So Jamaica was really a bust for us, which was fine because we weren't intending to go into Jamaica anyway. That's the day, technically, we were going to video the outside decks, but it was pouring, so we couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So we just stayed on the ship and just enjoyed the yacht club, right? Just trying to do some of that stuff, right? So then so it was still pretty rocky and uncomfortable for the rest of the day. Our two friends that are with us, one of them didn't fare so well, pretty much stayed in bed most of the day. So by the way, thank you all for the thumbs up.
Yes, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Awesome.
Thank you.
There's 30 of you and 15 thumbs up. Come on, y'all. You can do it. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Come on, you can do it. For those who don't really know too much about YouTube, when you give a video a thumbs up, it actually tells YouTube that, hey, not only do I like it, but it's good video. These guys are doing good. I like the content, whatever it is. And so it will recommend it to more people. And that's ultimately how the channels on YouTube grow, is by the people out there that, give the videos thumbs up. So that's why YouTubers like us always ask, right? So thank you very much.
Yes, we do appreciate it.
Anyway, so went to bed, got up this morning, leisurely, no rush. Because we knew we had to video the decks today, the upper decks that we haven't done yet. And so we got that done. The weather was beautiful today. The sun was out. It was in the mid-80s, partly cloudy, but it wasn't too bad. We had a couple of little quick spritzes while we were on the ship, but, it just was a little spritz. So we finished the video, had our lunch, like I told you, in the yacht club, and then proceeded to get off the ship. Lisa forgot her personal ID, but just so you know, at least in Aruba, your key card is enough.
Yes. I was so thankful I didn't have to turn around and come back to the room to get it.
The key card was just enough. So we could just, Gusty!
Help!
Right? Anyway, so, we walked around, did a little bit of shopping, and took a few things in. And we didn't do any excursions. We didn't go to the beach. It just, we knew we only had a few hours, and just getting off and stretching our legs and walking around town and seeing all the people. There was 3 ships in port today. Us, the Horizon, which you saw Macrina commented on it in the highlight video, and the Celebrity Reflection that was also in town. So it was kind of busy.
It was.
There was a lot of people. And so we had fun, and we also... some Christmas stuff was up, and so it was just neat. It was a neat day.
I enjoyed seeing all the Christmas decorations coming out.
Yep. So we got back on the ship, shower, shave, except I skipped the first and last thing and just showered. And
TMI, baby,
yeah,
TMI.
I'm sorry. And then off to dinner. So dinner in the yacht club. Let's talk about that. Our friends are texting me. What? Hang on. I'm doing a live show.
Stop texting.
Must you interrupt? LOL. Just kidding. Sorry. We're like this all the time, guys. Not just on YouTube. I'm just a little bit sarcastic, a little bit witty, I think. I don't know. Anyway, sorry, dinner. We're going to talk about dinner. Dinner was fantastic. Another fantastic dinner tonight. So, starters: Hawaiian tuna poke, applewood smoked duck breast, vegetable salad, They had on the menu butternut squash soup, but that was a misprint. They actually had some kind of bean soup, which we learned after the fact. And anyway,
we would have gotten it, I think.
For the entrees, they had orachita pasta with cherry tomatoes and arugula, salted ricotta cheese. They had farmer-styled creamy risotto. Oh, we both had that, and we had that sort of as an appetizer.
Let me tell you,
delicious.
I've had the risotto twice, 2 different kinds of risotto. I make risotto myself, and I think it's pretty good, but holy cow, theirs just literally puts my risotto to shame. Wow. It's so good.
Amazing.
Yeah, really good.
Rack of lamb with fine herbs in a mustard shallot sauce. And she's like, oh, LOL. Okay, have fun. Still texting me. Then there was a soy marinated pork chop, which is what I had. It was so good. It was actually better than the pork I had last night. The pork loin, it was a little bit thicker, and it ended up being a little bit dry.
Okay.
I mean, there was a lot of sauce last night, so
Yeah.
it compensated. But this one, it was pretty thin. Oh, it was really good. And a braised cabbage roll, which is what Lisa had. We took pictures of all of this. We will put this all up on Facebook at some point. I don't. At some point, we'll put it up there. And then, of course, there's the classics that you can get: salmon, chicken breast fillet. Okay, for dessert. Let's get to the dessert. There is always a cheese tray. They got a little trolley with different cheeses on there. You can always have some of that. In fact, yesterday they just brought us some to have with our bread.
Yeah.
So I'm like, thank you.
Did.
Snickers cake, which is what I had. Great. And then the chocolate coconut verine.
That's what I had.
She had.
That was really good, too.
Tiramisu, New York cheesecake, grandma's chocolate cake, ice cream, fruit sorbet. That stuff's all the normal stuff on there. So that was the dinner menu and tonight, and it was just fantastic.
Yeah. Which, speaking of that cheese trolley, the Parmesan on there is it's so good. So good. Yeah.
Time to drink. This was a frozen strawberry daiquiri, but
it's melted now.
It's been here for a couple hours. All right. So the weather tomorrow, about 45% chance of rain in Curacao, so we don't know what's going to happen. We are planning to spend the entire day out off the ship with our friends. I don't know if we're going to do an excursion or rent something or just, I don't know. We're going to go find some trouble to get into is what we're going to do. And it's usually pretty simple to do, especially with our friends.
Yes. Love you guys.
Interestingly enough, so before the stream I got all ready, walked around a little bit, went onto the upper deck, maybe shoot some more video, and it was really calm. It was so weird. We're moving. It was nice and calm. I was up there for a while. And then just like the snap of a finger, it started blowing 40 to 50 knots. I mean, like, it almost knocked me over. It was like somebody turned the fan on.
Uh-huh.
It was it's howling again, guys. I mean, we'll see. Let's get back to balcony cam.
Aruba is always breezy anyway. So, I always expect the wind anytime we're in Aruba. But
you can actually see the picture wiggling and coming in and out a little bit. That's the wind smacking the camera. I was quite shocked that it was sitting up there. And it was just calm and quiet. And then, I mean, literally, I'm not kidding, like a snap of a finger. Whew, I was like, holy moly. It's crazy. So I think we're in for another. I mean, I can see like the cables on our lights are wiggling here. We've got the thing going on. So anyway, so it's probably going to be another one of those great nights to sleep because of the rocking.
It might be.
Right. And we'll see what goes on from there. So let's get back to some of the comments.
Okay.
Angela says, hello, TMC. Late but I'm here. Hey, Angela, how you doing, hon? Good to see you. You getting applause.
We're in the yacht club.
I know. Isn't that crazy? Oh, Chris needs his cappuccino.
Oh, okay.
Don't miss the captain's interview. We're trying, Annie. Yep, I got 5 days. I'm going to find the captain. I'm going to corner him. I'm going to handcuff him to something so he can't leave. I'm just going to stick a mic in his face. Hey, I know you're held captive. Let's have an interview, shall we? And he'll start probably speaking Italian at me and yelling.
Can you say brig?
Yeah. Was it a delicious burger? I did. We didn't have the burger.
No.
The funny thing was we forgot to snap a picture of the menu at lunch.
Yeah, we did.
The only thing I remember is the dessert, the chocolate sundae.
We videoed it though when we did the upper deck tour.
I did dim sum. Was it dim
Yeah.
sum that I had at lunch? And
We
then
had dim sum, and
I can't remember.
yeah, what was it you had? You had dim sum and something else.
I know.
I had a chef salad, and it was supposed to have been a starter. And since that was all I wanted, he says, "I'll just make it bigger." He did. It was huge.
Yeah.
So I had that, and then for dessert, I had Paris breast, which was a puff pastry with this chocolate mousse that tasted like chocolate ice cream and hazelnuts. And I was expecting just this little dessert. There were 3 of these things on my mind. It was bigger than the salad.
I had to eat one.
He did.
So at least look, we just left one.
We did, so it didn't look quite so bad.
What did we have for lunch? How crazy that we can't remember.
Well, I know what I had. I don't know what you
I
had.
don't know what I had either. Whatever it was. Oh, no, that was tonight.
What did you
the
have?
pork. I don't know. I beat that. But I think what Chris was actually, if I read the next comment, he says, was it a delicious burger comparing it to Carnival? He wrote it on 2 lines.
Okay, gotcha.
So here's an interesting thing, Chris. Honestly, I have yet to have a good burger on Carnival. Every time I go to Guys, the burger I get is like
charcoal.
It's dead. I mean, well done dead. And I don't particularly like well done meat. I'd rather have it medium rare. That's my personal taste. But burgers, I know sometimes they'll cook a little bit more. But holy crap, I have never yet, in all the Carnival ships that we've done, and we've done a bunch of them, usually I'll go down there twice a cruise and see if I can and each time it's just absolutely dead. So next time we go, I'm literally going to walk up and say, I'm going to stand right here. I'm going to wait for you to cook one fresh. 1, so it's not sitting there. And 2, because please just don't kill it. Just leave a little bit of life in that burger.
Well, how was your burger here on MSC?
So it was okay. I mean, it was nothing to write home about. It wasn't like, oh my God, this is the best burger. No. But it was okay.
I personally, even though the Guy's burgers, I like my meat a little bit more well done than he does. So I personally like the Guy's burgers. I prefer it.
Yeah.
I do.
Love their fries.
Their fries are great here.
Good fries.
Even cold, their fries are good.
I'm even talking Guy's burgers.
Oh,
When I
Guy's
get-
burgers
yeah.
too. Yeah, those are good
Yep.
too.
Yep.
Yeah, but and I like here on MSC they literally have a pan of bacon with their hamburgers, so you can just slap all the bacon you want on it.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's things that I do like about it, and things that I like about the Guy's burgers better.
Yep. So
Hope that helps.
yeah. Danny says, if I click the thumb twice, it takes it away. Does that mean I can only oddly like this? Yes. No evens. Odd. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Whatever. Shane says, just watching a stream from the balcony. I can almost see and smell the sea. Right? Here, we'll back it up.
There you go.
Right? It's funny. I mean, we have the door cracked just a little bit like we do every night so the cable goes through. And I mean, with the rocking, most of you know who have stayed in balconies before, your neighbors also typically have a balcony, and there's a door between them. It's closed. They can't get through. We can't get through. Nobody can see in. But it is a door. I mean, ours is it's rattling from the motion of the
wind.
ship.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm just hoping for some good weather because I want to open the door and leave it open.
Yeah.
But when we open it tonight to set up the camera, everything fogged up in here because it is so humid right now.
Yeah, and
crazy.
It's warm outside.
Antonio says, I was able to click thumbs up on my phone and another on my TV. Ooh, wee.
Yay.
Yeah, you get 2.
Woohoo.
You get applause. Way to go.
Thank you.
And Macrina says TMI to something. I'm not sure what, but that's okay.
I think that was the 3 S's.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
That was a while ago, though.
Yeah.
Maybe. They should be watching the live. TMI. They should be watching live. Yeah, whatever. Y'all know what you mean. It's okay.
We're confused, but that's nothing unusual.
Chris says, I want to try Usain Bolt's restaurant when I go to Jamaica. Oh, that'd be good.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had a restaurant there.
It was just a rainy, messy mess.
It
We
was.
just didn't even think about it.
Yeah, everybody that went out came back drenched.
I'll have the left side of the menu and a Diet Coke, please. Mambo Beach in Curacao is relaxing. Yeah, I have no idea what our friends want to do yet. So once we're going to meet for breakfast tomorrow morning and then decide, what we're doing.
They're pretty active, so yeah. I
They're
imagine
like,
it's
let's
gonna
rent
be...
the ATVs or a Jeep and just drive it off the road somewhere.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I suspect it's going to be something thrilling.
Chris says, Horizon normally leaves Aruba and or Curacao at around 11 p.m. You left early and a short sail to Curacao. I know, we left at 6, and I mean, I guess you can see the water wishing by, but I just don't feel we're going that fast.
I don't think we are.
We have the TV off, so I don't even know. We can go check when we're done to see how fast we're going. But in fact, I don't need to do that.
Is it on the app?
No, but no, I don't think so. But Cruise Mapper, I think, will know how fast we're going.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I did not know that. I thought it was just a location thing.
It says 13.3 knots.
Oh.
Oh, jeez, Robert. Nobody's going to see that. We kind of come out and did a circle, and maybe that's when the wind started, when we actually turned when I was up there.
But don't you have to flip it so they can actually read it without holding it up to a mirror?
I don't think it matters, but I will. I mean, it's... There you go. Now you can read it normally, I think. I mean, Curaçao's just to the right of us. I mean, it's not far.
Yeah.
So, anyway. But it says we're going 13.3 knots.
Interesting.
Whether that's true or not, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Okay, so Shane says, had weather on the Valor cruising the Western Caribbean. Loved every minute of it. Didn't matter. I was at sea, and that's exactly how we feel too.
Yeah.
I mean, it does change a few things that we'd like to do, but we just go do other things.
Yeah.
Rearrange our schedule. I mean, for us, the biggest thing is when it's raining in port. That's the day we set a schedule of when we want to video, when we don't want to video, when we're going to do stuff for ourselves, when we're going to do stuff for the channel. And so when it was raining in Jamaica, we're like, okay, well, we'll just shift that to the beginning when we get to, Aruba. Nothing's a big deal, right? What did Macrina say? A bad day at sea is better than a good day at work, or something like that, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
We agree with you, Shane. Chris says, I want you to do a comparison next week, Guy's Burger versus MSC Yacht Club Burger versus Royal Burger. Okay. I didn't. Okay, I'll do that. I'm fine with that. I've had a burger, but it wasn't in the yacht club. It was off of the buffet when we had lunch with our friends.
So
and I didn't have the bun.
Yeah,
I didn't have the bun or anything. I just took the meat and just cut it up and ate it with some stuff because for whatever reason I didn't want all of that because it was remember that day was a late lunch.
It was.
And I didn't want to eat too much to be full because we had dinner coming in a couple hours. So, okay, fine, Chris. I'll go back and I'll have a burger.
Do I need to
Fine.
take a note?
Yes. Back to the dining room for a burger for Robert. And I think the burgers are served all the time, so it doesn't matter what day we go.
Okay.
It's not a one a day thing. It's always on there. Macrina says, no, don't try that. Ha ha ha. Security will come out of nowhere and bounce you off the ship. Don't try what? What have I done?
Chaining the handcuffing
Oh, the officer.
captain.
Yeah. Thank you.
Handcuffing the
Yeah. No, we won't do that. I don't even have it. I left my handcuffs at home. Sorry. I'm stuffed just listening to the food, right? Carnival ships will be meeting up with sister ships for a celebration at sea on July 4th, 2026. 7 Seas sailing from the East Coast will meet at sea near Celebration Key. Oh, that'll be kind of cool.
Oh.
I'm sure that was something that came out in the news recently, and Antonio's telling us, because we do cruise news when we're off the ship. We don't really do it when we're on the ship because we're on the ship and we're covering the ship. So we don't, we sort of fall into this vacuum when it comes to the cruise news. Speaking of cruise news, I don't know if this made the news yet, but last night, in the middle of the night, we had a helicopter evacuation from the ship. There was a passenger who had a medical emergency, such as which the ship's facility could not help them, so they called in the helicopter, the local Coast Guard. Here, we'll flip this over again. And I'm going to put this up. I'm going to put it up so you can see better view, but I shot it landscape and I shot it vertical. But, I mean, I'm not sure if you can hear it, but the helicopter came in, slid right over the deck 14, deck 15 area of the center of the ship where the pool is. Yeah, the whole process took about 35 minutes from the time they showed up on scene until they were able to get the passenger off the ship safely. And so, little bit of activity in the middle of the night last night. And boy, that helicopter was loud.
And it came in, it was like 1 a.m. that they did that. So I know a lot of the passengers were
sleeping.
Yeah. Well, they did make an announcement. The cruise director came on the intercom outside and made the announcement, but not inside the cabins. But the helicopter woke up several of the passengers, and they didn't know what was going on.
They thought we were being attacked by pirates.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of them did.
I'm just going to lock myself in the room.
Yeah.
No, we just happened to be on the upper deck because we were with you guys for a couple hours last night. So by the time we were done, it was a little bit after midnight here, and we broke everything down. It's like, let's just go sit up on the upper deck just for a little bit and just relax, kind of decompress.
We
and then all
were
of a sudden,
just about to come in when he made the announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, blah 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 blah. I'm like, oh, okay, well, let's see. And then it turns out it's going to all but land right a few feet from where we were standing.
And it happened like 5 minutes after he made the announcement.
They were here
very
quick. Yeah.
So they must have already been on their way.
Yeah, on their way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but once they got there, they scouted around a little bit. Here, and then they slid back, then here, and they slid back and out. And the crew had designated an area. They put some lights out and things. And the helicopter eventually let the medical technician from the helicopter down on the winch, right down in the middle of the deck, boy. I mean, it's like X marks the spot. Boom. He disconnects. The cable goes back up. He then goes and checks on the patient. At the same time, they're lowering down some gear for him. He goes and gets the gear. Then the thing goes up. And every time it goes up, the helicopter will then slide off the side of the ship. So he's not continually just hovering over the ship. So he slides out to the side of the ship. And then the medical tech that came down did whatever they do. I paid no attention to the patient. Give them their privacy. This has nothing to do with the patient, and we pray for that person and their family that they are going to be fine. We won't be told any details for obvious reasons, but I wanted to cover these brave men and women that get in these helicopters and fly so close to these ships. By the way, we didn't stop either.
And the skill that it takes.
And the wind and everything that was going on.
It was howling.
It was howling.
Yeah.
And so...
that is some skill.
Impressed.
Yeah.
So ultimately, the tech came back out from the inside with a person walking. They hooked up. They took that person up to the helicopter. That person got in. A couple minutes later, the tech came back down. So I'm assuming the person they brought up first was a family member from the person who needed the medical assistance, husband, wife, brother, sister. I don't know. But ultimately, they rolled out the gurney, put the passenger in the little basket and all that stuff, and up and away, and shoo. So that whole blurb that I just mentioned to you took about 35 minutes. Yeah. And away they went, and we pray for this person and their family that everything's going to be okay. Don't know. So, but... if it's not in the cruise news, I promise you we were here, videoed it, saw it live. So, anyway, Macrina says, shack fries are fantastic. Oh, yeah, there too. Yeah, we love big Chick's fries.
Yes.
Roderick wants to know, is there a place to get your passport stamped?
Oh.
Are you talking about in the ports?
I'm thinking in the ports. Those are getting harder and harder to find because everybody's doing facial recognition these days. There's on Roatan Island, on the Carnival's side, they have a kiosk that you can go and get it stamped. And that is the only one that I honestly know for sure.
Yep, I agree. Hell.
Oh, yes.
You can go to Hell and get a stamp.
Yes.
That's a city in, isn't it the Caymans?
Caymans.
Yeah, so it's a small little area. It's its own little city. I think it's like a population of 50. And they got a little post office. So you can do an excursion and go to Hell. And it really does look devilish there. There's all these like sharp rocks everywhere and stuff. I mean,
it is kind of creepy looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a little post office. You walk in the post office and they'll stamp your passport.
Yep.
You know, you've been to Hell and survived. You know, is it time for chocolate Splendor in a box? I think it's time for chocolate Splendor in a box. All right, so the magic box. Choose your weapon.
Okay. This.
I'm going all in with one bite again.
Are you?
Yeah, because...
I'm going to take a bite.
Are you?
Uh-huh. Mmm. Oh.
Oh.
Mmm.
Stuffed with like a dark chocolate, creamy
dark chocolate center. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Jeez.
Their chocolate here is unbelievably good.
Man.
And here in the yacht club, it is everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
We have some in the fridge too. I don't know if you saw that.
Mm-hmm. I did. Yeah, they every time the butler or the cleaning staff comes in, they bring us gifts. Every time.
Hey, Nurse Tara, how you doing? Welcome. Chris says, I did hear, Macrina, that Carnival French fries are delicious. They really are. They're pretty good. Captain's Table MDR, welcome tonight. Good to see you here. Does your butler suite come with any laundry perks? I do not believe so. We will find out. I know on MSC, like like Carnival, when you reach Platinum on Carnival, you get 2 bags of free laundry each. Like, so I can have 2 bags done, she can have 2 bags done. On MSC, it's a discount for laundry. So it's either 5% or 10% or something like that. So we'll go and ask if there's any laundry benefits up here, and we'll let you know tomorrow.
And who's that for?
That is Captain's Table MDR.
Okay.
Chris says, or Johnny Rocketsburger. Angela says to Roderick, I get my passport stamped at every port I have ever visited. You have to ask once off the ship. So that's some great advice. And by the way, thank you for the thumbs up, whoever just did that.
Yes, thank you.
So there you go, Roderick. Just get off the ship and ask one of the local port officials that are working there, hey, where can I get my passport stamped? And I guess they can, point the way.
Yeah,
excellent.
I guess so. That's good information.
Yeah. Macrina says, I saw a picture of the progress of Celebration Key. It's coming along well. Nicely.
Yay, nice.
Nicely. She also says, ooh, helicopter medevac. Always get travel insurance. I know. That's a $50,000 problem right there.
It is.
All right. Chris has a question.
Okay.
Chris, question. Chat, what cruise have you been on that had the most medical emergencies? Mine was Liberty of the Seas. Had 5 with 1 evac on the helipad. Wow.
So far we've had
3, but they're all separate.
Yeah, 3
separate cruises.
Well, this one they've called for medical attention twice plus 1.
But he's talking about helivacs.
Okay, helivacs.
So only 1 has been lifted off the ship. On this ship, we were on one of the transatlantics. And
2 of them, I think.
Yeah, actually, it was both. Both transatlantics we did.
Transatlantics.
Separate cruises. Helivaced off.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
One was a Carnival, one was a Royal. Yep.
Yeah. And then now this one.
Yep. So 5 people on one ship. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Macrina says, 2 months ago on the horizon, we had 2 people pass.
Oh,
Ooh.
no.
One on Curacao at the beach.
Oh.
Don't like to hear that.
No, never like to hear that.
Am, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
I am.
Chris says, yikes.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm getting a stomach ache with those rich sweets, but gotta take one for the team. I'm all good for taking one for the team when it comes to chocolatey treats. Oh, my Lord have mercy. Yeah, they're really good.
Mama Tom Annie really need to be here.
Oh, my God. Yep. Just looking, and I got to go walk another flight of stairs. Another chocolate covered. Okay, another flight of stairs.
Oh, my goodness.
Gushti, I need to go lose some weight. Go walk some stairs for me.
It's just wrong.
Wasn't somebody said, here, give them your camera and tell them to go video for you?
Yes, somebody did.
No, good Lord. No, we're not doing that. We actually got escorted off the ship today.
We
So,
did.
we're all the way at the front, and it just... Normally, I'm very attentive to things. We were talking about this today. Like, even walking around the ships. When we get on a ship... Of course, we walk a lot of it doing video and stuff, but we find our way and get our bearings really fast. We know which way to go. We never get turned around or whatever, usually. But we've not been down there a lot.
We've been staying up in the yacht club.
Yeah, and so we're walking around. We're lost. We're like, holy crap, where are we?
We got turned around in the buffet today. Just cutting through the buffet
Yeah,
line. We went the wrong
right.
direction.
I had to look at the water. I'm like, oh crap, we're going the wrong way. Turn around. Yeah. I can't remember where I was leading with that.
Oh, we got escorted off the
Oh
ship.
yeah. So so I haven't really been paying attention to what deck is the gangway on or any of that stuff when they make announcements.
Four stairwells too.
Yeah, there's 4 elevator shafts, which makes it even more challenging. Again, you've seen that in the deck tours that we've done. By the way, as we get a little further in, I've decided to number them. Saying forward mid, and aft is just giving me a headache. So we're calling them 1, 2, 3, and 4 now. 1 at the front of the ship, 4 is at the back. Anyway, but it came time to leave the ship, and I know we had a limited amount of time, and so I just went up to the concierge desk and says, what deck in what elevators
What's
should
the
we
fastest
what's the
way?
fastest way to get off the ship? I said, not a problem, hang on, beep beep beep, I need an escort. Like, son of a so, and they handed us a bottle of water and
They
walked us
did.
off the ship.
Which that was awesome because it was hot. We
hot.
went through that water.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh yeah, no, take it with you. You got to go get it right now."
Yep. So we got escorted off the ship. I'm like,
did.
it's just so weird. And then when we got back to the ship, there's somebody holding a yacht club paddle, and they bring you through, cut you through the line, and right in,
right
and
to the front of the line of the X-ray machines.
Yep.
and-
There's a separate path for the yacht club people, so
Yeah.
that part was pretty smooth.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, there's that. Let's see here. By the way, Danny, did you get my email? Confirm, please. Danny says, third sailing of the Jubilee had a 10-hour detour to Cancun, only to not make it in time. Oh, that's so sad.
No.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why in a medical crisis, whether it's from an accident or other ways, that they call it the magic hour or the miracle hour. That first hour is very critical. And look, the medical facilities on ships, I mean, they're amazing. They really are. But I mean, they can't do surgery. They're not set up for that.
No.
But they have every other thing at their disposal to help someone in crisis. But there are some times when you just need an emergency room, a hospital, whether it's surgery or whatever. And 10 hours is a long time.
Very long time to be in need of care.
I'm surprised they didn't fly a helicopter out for that person.
Well, he didn't go over the circumstances, but remember when we were doing one of the transatlantics, it was just too foggy. The helicopter just had no clear sight.
But they tried.
And they tried for like an hour and a half,
Yeah.
and then they had to leave, and then they actually sent a boat to come alongside of us to get the person off.
Yeah.
Because the helicopter just couldn't do it.
It was funny, and I shot some video of that, and I think I shared it. I mean, you could hear the helicopter. It was like right there.
Forever
but it was so
trying
foggy, we never saw it.
No.
I'm promising, it never saw us, and we never saw it.
Yeah.
And that's just way too dangerous because most cruise ships have the wires that go, from the front of the ship up over the bridge, up over the center of the ship and back. If a helicopter catches one of those, it's going to be another problem.
Exactly.
I thought for sure our guy was going to clip it last night, but anyway. Roderick says, cool glasses.
Oh, yeah.
That's Barry the Bear.
Yeah, thanks.
Yep. Yeah, we've never had a towel animal on MSC before.
No.
We're getting them here in the yacht club.
We are.
Thank you, Gushti.
Yes. And Made. I think Made's the one
Oh,
who
yeah?
does the towel animals, I think.
Macrina says, I need a glass of milk, coffee, tea, or big glass of water with the sugar. How about strawberry daiquiri? Ah, yes.
Because those come automatically after dinner these days.
Mama Tallman was saying, I was thinking the same thing.
Yes, you need to be here with all this chocolate.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
They need a large glass of chocolate milk to wash it all down. Okay, that's the ticket. Email good. All right, thanks, buddy.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
So there was something else that I thought of that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Oh, I know. I spent a little bit of time while Lisa was still snoozing this morning looking at the Haven on NCL. There was a lot of chit-chat last night about the yacht club and benefits here and how it's been and different things and trying to compare it to the Haven. And again, I knew very little until this morning about the Haven. And to be honest, I didn't know a ton about the yacht club either until we won the upgrade and I did a little bit more research. Other than I knew they wouldn't let us past the door the other 5 cruises we were on trying to get through. I'm like, okay, what is going on in there? I got to know. But so from what I read and what I can ascertain, the Haven is exactly like the yacht club. There's a couple of differences, though. On the NCL ships, there are a lot of Haven cabins, but most of them are not in what, again, I would call the Haven compound. Just like here, there's deck at the front of the ship, deck 15, 16, and 18. That is all yacht club at the front of the ship. If you don't have the little, your key card thing, you're not getting in there, right? So deck 16, 15 and 16 are where the cabins are. 18 is where the pool and the hot tub and lounging and all that is. And there's a little bar up there too. Okay. In the Haven, I venture to say that half of the Haven cabins aren't actually in the Haven compound.
Gotcha.
That's one of the things. 2, it is at the very least that I could figure out, because I looked at many of them, at least twice the amount of money that it costs to be here in the yacht club on MSC. And so the big question now becomes, is the Haven worth twice the amount of money or not? And one day we will go find out, but it is not going to be for quite a while, because the cheapest one that I could find for comparable it was like $10,000. And that number for a 7-day cruise, for me personally, I know there's people that pay that for suites all the time, but it just doesn't compute. It was hard for me to shell out the bucks to get into this, because that kind of money for it just doesn't compute, right? Because we don't spend that much time in the cabin anyway. We're out doing things and having fun and this, that, or whatever. Anyway, so, but at some point, when our channel is gigantic, when we've reached 100,000 subscribers, we'll book the Haven. But man, I don't, it is twice as expensive. So what I would like is this. If there's somebody out there watching us live right now and or watching the replay, if you've stayed in the Haven and potentially also stayed in the yacht club at MSC, leave a comment and give us a good description of what you think the differences are between the two. And if you haven't been in an MSC, if you've just been in the Haven, just give us a little detail about your experience there. Okay?
We'd love to know.
Really, truly, we would love to know.
Absolutely.
But I don't want to know for $10,000.
No.
No, I mean, that's a lot of money, y'all.
That's a lot of cruises we could do with the 10,000.
Yeah, that's like 10 inside cabins on for most other cruise lines.
Yeah.
But NCL in and itself has gotten really expensive. When we first started sailing on NCL ourselves, they were actually comparable in price to Carnival. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up.
Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you for everybody for the thumbs up. We've got 22 thumbs ups. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. We appreciate you guys.
So they were very comparable to Carnival. And Royal was fairly close at the time. They were a little bit more expensive, but it wasn't the way that it is now.
Yeah, correct.
And now that, Royal's building these, $2+ billion behemoths, the price has gone skyrocket. And anyway, NCL as well. And what I find really interesting, if you all go to a website, Vacations to go click on ships and ratings, scroll down to see Norwegian. Okay, click on any ship you want, but click on one of the new ones, the Encore, the Viva. Click on one of them, and then if you click on Show Me the Deals, it's going to give you a list of all the itineraries that ship is sailing. And click one, just one. I don't care what. When you look at the pricing, what's amazing is their book rate for an inside cabin is like $10,000.
Wow.
And when you look at the listing, it's always 80+% off their MSRP, if you will.
Wow.
I've never seen another cruise line list their MSRP so freaking high.
Wow.
All the time.
Interesting.
Sorry, guys. I'm got a pillow problem here. There we go. Much better. So, yeah. I don't. Why do that? You're not going to charge $10,000 for an inside cabin.
No.
It's just not going to happen.
No.
It's going to go for. I mean, they go for 50. I mean, they're getting a good price for them, but it's just a game. It's the marketing game. Oh, we're giving you 83% off. No, you're not. You're selling it what you normally sell it for. You just jack the MSRP up on paper, so it looks like you're getting 83% off. Anyway, Macrina says, nope, I'll take 2 cruises rather than the luxury upgrades. It's just not in my budget, unless someone wants to pay it for me. I would love it, but can't afford it, unfortunately. And look, we're right at the edge of that. All we decided to do was, okay, we won't go do another cruise. We do cruise a lot. Y'all know this. So we gave up a cruise to put that money towards coming up here to the yacht club so that we could experience it ourselves and, bring it to you guys what it's like. And it's phenomenal. It really is.
It really is.
We are ruined for life.
We are, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first night on Royal, when we're done with this in the Utopia, it's gonna be, hey everyone, coming to you live from our inside cabin. We left Gushti behind.
Oh.
There'll be tears running in Kleenex. And you guys will be like, oh, is it so bad? No. Oh, the poor baby's not in the yacht club anymore.
We are really going to be sad.
Yeah, no. And we just move on. It's okay. It's all part of the experience.
It is.
And Tony says, 10,000 is crazy. I can go on 2 7-day cruises with the balcony, drinks package, and airfare. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's when I was looking at this morning. I was just blown away.
Yeah.
Valerie says, I always wanted to book a suite cabin on a cruise ship, and as soon as I started to learn about MSC, I had to go with them. Other cruise lines are so much more for getting the same on MSC. That is 1,000,000% correct, and that's ultimately the decision that we used when we booked our first MSC cruise.
Yeah.
It was like under $1,000 for both of us for a 7-day cruise. And then we got on I didn't watch any videos, but you hear people talking on other ships. Yeah, I tried that MSC. That's a piece of and blah, 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 blah. And it goes on and on and on. But we didn't, outside of those conversations, we heard people. We didn't go to YouTube. We didn't look at any other videos. I didn't want to know. And when we walked on the ship and looked around, we're like, wow, what are these people talking about? And then we sat down at dinner and had food. And I'm like, what are these people talking about? And the cabin stewards, and the entire experience, I'm like, okay, something does not compute here.
Not at all.
The service was better. The food was better. The ships are better looking, decor-wise. I mean, just was like, wow.
Yeah.
So then we decided to take another one.
We
and
did.
that was just as good. And the fun was elevating each time because they're more Americanizing their crew staff, right? So now the last one we were on, which the last sort of full-time MSC ship in the United States, which was the
Magnifica.
The Magnifica.
Mhm.
It was like, wow, did we, like, they hired a Carnival cruise director, and so he brought his knowledge of fun here, and it was their sail-away party was epic.
It was.
It was epic, whereas the other ones are like anti-epic. But you're right, Valerie. I mean, if you do your shopping, and look, and time isn't important, meaning, oh, I can book this a year from now, right? I'm not going to book it 3 weeks, right? You can get the cabin that we're in for about $5,000. Some of the itineraries are more, but generally speaking, if you shop and find those deals at the off times of the year, you can find it for $5,000, which again, it's half
of the Haven.
Half of the Haven.
Yeah, for an inside in the Haven.
Yeah. Actually, I found an inside that was less. I think we could do an inside on one of the newer ships from MSC for like $3,500.
Okay.
Which is a great way to get into the yacht club is with an inside cabin. You're going to pay less, but you still get all the bennies.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Absolutely. So,
yeah.
Anyway, Chris says, I would rather pay $7,000 for a suite on Icon Junior Suite that is still get to eat in the suite restaurant. Well, there you go. Right? So, but experiencing this, I would put the money here myself. Now, we haven't been on the Icon yet. We're going on there in 7 days, 7 days, whatever
We're going
it
on
is.
the Utopia.
Oh, Utopia. Crap.
Yes.
Sorry, Utopia. That's right. Sorry,
we're going
buddy.
on Utopia.
Macrina says, next week, hi, I'm the tall man. Welcome to TMC Steerage Central.
Yep.
You truly get what you pay for. You'll never forget the cruise as long as you live. Yeah, absolutely.
I agree.
Shane says, you guys made me hungry. I just ordered DoorDash. It's just not the same. No, it's not. Are you going to eat the rest of that?
I was going to,
Okay.
but you can have it.
No.
I've had chocolate overload. Go ahead.
Okay. That's why I was asking, because
Yeah.
normally you're... All right. So I'm gonna-
Yeah. No, I've had chocolate overload.
Mm. Oh.
They really are good.
McCrane agrees with Chris 100%. Yep, absolutely. Look, 10 years ago, we wouldn't have dreamed of being in a cabin like this.
A month ago.
No.
2 months ago.
Yeah.
2 months ago, we wouldn't have dreamed of it.
Yeah, but I said, well, let's bid and see what happens.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
we'll see if we can get an upgrade, and we did.
Yeah, which was shocking.
Yes.
We still have to make it to the casino.
I know. Haven't done that yet.
So speaking of which, tomorrow night, they're having a production show called Dancing Queen. Obviously, it's an ABBA show. I'm pretty sure we've seen that on one of the other ships. We're going to try to sneak in. We're going to have to tell John, our waiter, we got a show to get to at 7 because we got another show to get to at 9. This show. Can we get through dinner a little bit faster? So we'll run down there, try to get that in, and then we'll come back. I'm not sure we're going to be able to do it because what it's actually going to require is that I have all of our stuff for this done and ready. And if we're going to be off the ship all day tomorrow, it may not be done and ready.
Yeah.
So,
it's going to be challenging,
but
but
we're
we're
gonna
going to try.
We're going to try to get one of the production shows because I know Chris, actually, I think it was Chris asking, how is the entertainment compared to? The atmosphere stuff that we've seen so far has been great, but I haven't seen any of the production shows.
Well, I mean, if he's looking at the production shows, the Broadway shows that Royal has, because I know Chris loves Royal. Royal they've cornered the market on that. Their shows are fantastic.
Yeah,
they really are.
Usually, all the newer ships, they all have
The Broadway
one
shows.
Broadway show. Plus, they've got the Aqua shows that take place. I mean, they're fantastic.
Their entertainment is incredible. It really is.
Yeah, that's not going to happen here.
No.
It's just not.
No.
But would it be what I would call carnival comparison to that? Because carnivals, shows, they're nice.
Yeah.
I mean, we've
They're
been to a couple that are
entertaining.
not. I mean, we told you that on the Conquest. I think that was just a shame. Just not good. But again, that's Robert the entertainer. If Robert the layman goes, he would have had a good time.
Lisa listening to the music I grew up with, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fun. By the way, Antonio says, yeah, DoorDash doesn't have the same view.
No, definitely not.
No, it does not.
Definitely not.
I wonder. No, the cord's not long enough.
What were you going to try and do?
Maybe. I wonder if this couch can move. We spin it around and
have the
yeah, but the
have that
glass
as our backdrop.
it can't open it all. We'd actually have to
No.
go out onto the balcony.
Yeah.
Maybe we can try the battery. See if we can get out there. I don't know. I'll look at it and play it around before we're done here. See if we can. I don't think there's enough distance to have chairs and this stuff
I agree.
all out there.
Yeah, I don't think there is either.
Yeah, I don't think so.
The balcony's not. It's
not big
deep
enough.
No.
That means the next time we book, we need an extended balcony.
Extended balcony. There you go.
And we can broadcast from the balcony.
There you go. I like it.
All right, guys. So tomorrow is Curacao, as I said at the beginning, and we're going to do some stuff out there and hopefully bring you some decent highlights. We played our theme song at the beginning, so I'm not. You know what? We'll just give you a little taste again because I know there's a bunch of people here that weren't here at the beginning of the show. So here it is.
So here we go again, it's no surprise. 'Cause we know better than to roll the dice. So take this love and try to make it new. You can't fight it when it feels so true. You drive me crazy like no one else. The final moment before I lose myself. And it's no use working 9 to 5 if you want more than to stay alive. So come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh, so come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh, the morning.
Did you say group cruise?
Come join us November 8th, 2025.
There'll be meet and greets,
Parties,
pineapples.
ducks, and of course the live shows.
Don't miss our first ever group cruise. We'll see
you
you on the horizon. Again, if that went too fast and you're interested in going on the group cruise, that is the email to send your requests. So tallmanscruiseadventures@gmail.com. And just in case you didn't know, if you're new to our family here, we are not travel agents. So we didn't set up this group cruise to make money off of you booking. We have an agent that set this all up for you. We set up the group cruise just to hang out with the Tall Man Clan, right? So we would love to hang out with you. If you would like to hang out with us as well, there you go. There is the email right there. I will forward you back after you reply to me. Her name's Kathy. Kathy is handling all the details for us. I will forward the information to her. Okay? So there you go if you want to join us. So outside of that, I can't think of anything else. Do we have any notes? Oh, we talked about that last night, the 4,200 instead of 4,500 or whatever it was. Are there any other notes that we needed to answer today?
No, we answered all of the questions that we had previously. I do have some new ones that I've got to go figure out the answers to.
Okay, the Spirit jersey.
Yep, Spirit
and I got to do a
jersey.
guy's burger thing.
And then
And the laundry.
And then the
Okay.
laundry for
All right.
for Yacht Club.
All right, guys. Well, then we appreciate each and every one of you for being here with us. Thank you all so much. We're going to be back tomorrow night at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time again. So until then, y'all, be safe. Booyah!